What are you reading right now?
Oh, what am I reading right now? I just finished actually right now on the plane a book called The Art of Fermentation, which is really interesting book. So, and when I say finished it, skimming, reading some parts is like too many numbers, but it's all about fermenting food and trying to get away from refrigerating everything all the time. And you know, we live in a world that's everything's perishable and everything's, but really it's, you know, food is living and breathing and organic, and you know, what we think is dead and no good anymore might be just, you know, starting. So kind of like how you treat food and stuff like that. And reading another one, I've just started a Wheat Belly about our culture and the culture of food and mostly processed food, how it's like full of sugar and wheat and all kinds of other stuff. So kind of reading these, normally I stick to biographies just because I'm into that stuff, like, but I just got recently a couple of these books that are kind of on the food, the new movement of food, so kind of, you know, keeping up with the times. Ooh, my writer, yeah. I like, you know what I've realized? I like the real like hardcore real dudes, their writers like nothing. They like want air. You know why? Because they love what they're doing and they're living the dream. Right. And you know, if I'm definitely allergic to like peanuts, then I might say like no peanut butter, but I'm not. You know, I'm pretty cool. I probably sparkling water. Like I kind of like that stuff, espresso, but it'd be pretty minimal. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I was reading a great biography actually of what's his name, Van Halen. Yeah. Reading David Lee Roth, you know, like in a 99-cent book kind of, and I grabbed a whole bunch of books and I grabbed that one and I read his bio, which was, I mean, and biographies are always pretty fascinating, but they kind of started that whole like brown M&M and all that so that people would actually read the writer in terms of, you know, they used to have like 400-pound explosives and like, so when people didn't read the writer, you know, they would end up with like some guy catching on fire, something broken. So they knew when somebody said like, I want brown M&Ms and brown M&Ms only, they're like, okay, this guy actually read the writer because he got to the part about the M&Ms. And it was more of a, anyways, pretty interesting story. I'm just lucky that, you know, I get to do all this and I'm having a good time and I'm living the dream really. So my writer is just like, YOLO, I don't know what to say. I already have more than what I need, so I'm cool, yeah.
What is next after tweaking? Twerking, oh wow.
After twerking, it's tweaking.
Tweaking is next after twerking.
It's just, ooh.
I'm almost twerking.
Twerking's gonna be a lot forever.
Twerking forever.
Twerking forever, ever.
What are the top 5 things you cannot live without while on tour? What would you guys say are your top 5 things?
Coors Light.
Coors Original,
Yeah,
which
Coors
just came to Canada, by the way.
Yeah.
It's our favorite U.S. beer, just came to Canada.